There is another world, a place of wonder, fantastic creatures and places, people and their stories. It is glimpsed only in childhood fantasy, or in dreams you can't quite remember. This is one of those dreams. This is a story from the Veilworld. Meditations on the Ocean, Part 2. Paino voima. How did I spend so long unaware of you? I was so free and so foolish before you joined me. You were my first drink of mulled wine, and then waking up afterwards, both intoxicating and sobering. We met just after I met my wife. She took both of my hands in hers, led me beside a chestnut tree, and then whispered in my ear. Just then I saw you come up over the hill, and before I knew it you were barreling into me and her, and rolling us with you down the hillside. It was only a moment before we found our feet again, and you were urging us upwards. You were present that other day later. My wife was crying. It was snowing, and there was a roar like lions. I had already visited Lieki and exhausted his help, and you flung yourself over my wife and I, while a third sound joined your shouting and her weeping. I couldn't move from the floor for days, but I have never been as grateful in my life as when you lifted the avalanche over us and let the snow fall upwards for a while. Paino voima, thank you. Thank you forever, thank you. Valo. Valo, my brother. We played together often as children, though you never told me your name. Do you remember? You loaned me great wheels of string, and I would spin out the threads, tangle them in knots, and drag them around the floor until the cat's shadow would pounce on them. How grand those childhood webs seemed. I was a young man when you showed me how to tie gossamer into rigging, sinew, muscle, and flesh. Seated in the snow, my love Kaunias and I sailed the world on the ships you helped us weave, made tigers dance for our daughter, had the stars race above her, till she giggled with wonder. I treasured those now, though at the time I preferred the quiet conversations you and I shared, where we sculpted threads like marble, and cities, palaces, horses, and machines rose from the soil and stood, glistening in the sun. Valo, we have much to discuss today, here by the seashore. Will you come and walk with me? Annie, my sister. I admit I have a fondness for you. May I say you are my favorite? I like that you are just as impatient as I, more even. You're swifter spear throws, and you strike with the same force. I find your company eminently enjoyable. There is a power in your battle hymns that helps me march, to strike, to fly, and to flee. I cannot rest when you are near, and you have kept me sane amidst Tuli's tugging and Paino voima's pause. Sing, play, thunder onward, battle maiden. I will fight at your side first and last. You saved my wife when Lapsi died, and then my life when Lapsi returned to bring Kaunias with her. You have been my companion ever since. You sponsor my battles, lead my efforts, grind your brother Valo's phantoms into the iron of experience. Henny, Valo has joined us, and Lieki is here to introduce us to Alto. Will you help me to meet her? Alto. Alto, I am honored to make your acquaintance. I have heard much about you, but to see you in person, I do not yet know you. Will you share your story with me? These curls on your brow, what do they bring me? Pictures, thoughts, rhythms, words? If I give you a moment, will you carry it away back again? I see you here on the surface. What hides in your depths? The shapes below, black, circling, what do they mean? These silver creatures that fly through your foam, are these your emissaries? Or do I speak with you as your siblings speak with me, wholly in your soul? May I enter your home? You feel like my mother's arms. Your sighs are like the sounds of sleep. But all about me with you is only myself. You draw my childhood shame in and then carry it away again. My youthful vigor tasted and recalled and then swept out of reach. Gentle erosion, shaping, deposition of my soul. Will you reveal yourself? Ha! Pardon me, Alto. I didn't mean to look past you. Thank you for joining me, Alto. I think we will enjoy this visit very much.